That's what's gonna happen.
That was great. Oh, Tubfrog. Dude, I see you growing, man, on YouTube. You're killing it, man. You got great subjects, great titles. Like, congrats, man. I'm happy for you, dude. You're crushing it.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's been fun recently. You know, I got started doing documentaries over the summer that started working out, so I've kind of just stuck to it. It's pretty fun to do too.
That's what you know, when you finally find something that works on YouTube and you can just kind of stick to it and you're like, oh, I can repeat this, and like now it's like working. I don't know did you start in anything else before you started, you know, diving into football and all those, you know, the type of content that you make? Because we all start somewhere else.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm still like decently young, so I was part of that like generation of kids that wanted to grow up to be YouTubers and shit. So I was like, you know, I did like Fortnite montages on another channel. I started getting into, you know, like Among Us when that was big, and you know, shockingly that didn't work out. So I just I think like 2 years ago or something like that, I made my first football video, because I mean, I've been watching football since 2010. I've grown up a Raiders fan, so that was just kind of felt natural for me to do. And then I started having fun with it, and it didn't take off for a while, but eventually it did. And I kind of just stuck with that. I've thought about also branching out to like NBA, but I stuck with football.
My advice would be, if you do NBA, just start another channel. If I could do it all again, like I would segment everything like Flight Mike did. Like he's got two, you know, he's got microphone and Flight Mike. And like, that's the one thing I learned about YouTube is the audience, like they're very fickle. Like not everyone is an NBA and an NFL fan, but if you want to speak to an NFL fan, then you know that that's who you're talking to, right? Like I know that this guy's an NFL fan. I don't have to ask whether he's also an NBA fan. So it's tough when you want to cover all subjects, because I love everything. Like I'm sure you're a huge basketball fan. Are you a Warriors fan or?
I used to be a Warriors fan.
Okay, who do you like now? Oh, okay.
Honestly, I kind of haven't gotten super into the NBA in terms of picking one team. I mean, I'll still, like, when the Warriors won the finals, I'm still going to be a Steph, Clay, and Draymond fan until they're gone, because you know those are the guys that I grew up watching. But I don't know. I mean, my brother's like a big Mavericks fan because of Luka now, so I guess I've paid attention more for them. But I definitely don't have like one team I'll die for.
All right, we got a question from Alan that says, please explain the Brady
I wanted to know about that too, because I'd always seen
yes.
Like,
yeah.
That's a little, I mean, that's gone sexual right there, you know.
And what do you, having it above the bed is the only spot I could put it in. I mean, come on.
It looks like the eyes like pretty much poked out.
So do you have that in your like Tinder profile? Like, is that
that's a good idea.
Yeah, just be like, hey, baby, come check this out.
Yeah, well, I'd assume if a girl ever gets in this room, it's already just over with the Tom Brady poster. I don't need to do anything else, right?
Right. Why does it, like, I'm not trying to your room looks like you're in a hotel room. Like you got sort of an alarm type door right there. Like that's a very guy setup right there. I
am in a college dorm.
Single. Oh, you're still make videos out of your college dorm?
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, if you get a girl in your bedroom, all you got to say is like, look, dude, I practice the tuck rule.
So do you walk around campus and people like know who you are? Like they're just like, oh, hey, what's
one
up?
Time, like last year, and I wasn't even like very big last year. I think I had like 30,000 or something like that. There was some dude like in my college area who pointed. He was like, "Oh, I watched your videos," and I didn't believe him. And he pulled out his phone and he showed me he watched all of them. But that was like the only time where someone's actually recognized me. Because usually I'm like wearing a hoodie or I'll have my hair out and people don't recognize me without the beanie, I guess. But yeah, I'm also just not that big.
Well, you'll get there. Like
it comes, dude. It happens in the most inopportune times. Trust me. The first time I had it happen to me, I was out with family at a bar called Tequila Cowboy. And it's just like a guy named Cam came up to me. He went to Pitt. And it's like, are you urinating tree? And it's like, yeah. And honestly, the problem is like the situation wasn't awkward. My cousin made it awkward because she introduced, like, she was super drunk and introduced like to every single member of my family. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, dude, I feel so bad for this.
My
dude.
cousin, the YouTuber.
Yeah. That's
What's
what
funny
happens,
is
man.
It's hilarious.
You'll get it in weird situations, dude. All the
Uh-huh.
time. Trust me.
so you're a Raiders fan, right? You said that.
I am.
What's on the horizon for them? Are you happy with the Antonio Pierce hiring, or?
I mean, my thing with that was I wanted Harbaugh over anybody else, but if I wasn't going to get Harbaugh, then I wanted to get Pierce back. Because I mean, the thing with Pierce is like he's not like the X's and O's guy or anything like that. But the culture it was amazing in that past couple of games to end the season. And if the players are going to rally behind him, then I can't complain about it. Hopefully he'll grow, and we'll see with the offensive coordinator situation. But I think I'm happy with it. I think the last couple of games last season gave me hope, which is, scary. We'll see how that ends out. But as long as nobody's getting arrested or killing people this offseason, maybe
describe the culture surrounding this football team.
The culture is actually damn good.
To be your minimum standard, as long as somebody doesn't have a complete meltdown on Twitter, we should be good.
We should be good, and that's a big should.
My question is too, like, what do you think about Telesco being hired? I know you saw a bit out of him on the Chargers, but what's the overall status there?
I mean, it should be negative, but it can't really get worse over the last two GMs we've had. I mean, the whole Mayock thing. I mean, it's at some point you just kind of are like, okay, it's another guy. Hopefully he can do better than the last guy. He's proven he can do something. Maybe he can't really be worse than Mike Mayock. So, I mean, it's cautious optimism for sure, I would say, not because of his track record, but just because, I mean, hopefully he can just do better than Alex Leatherwood.
Oof. I mean, Alex Leatherwood. I mean, he has that collection of memes to fall back on, though. We're supposed to ask you about Aiden O'Connell, the Derek Carr.
AOC.
So, what's your opinion on him?
I mean, what was he?
Is he your guy?
Is he Mike? No, he's not our guy. No. I would be shocked if we don't have a quarterback either this year or next year in the draft. He's not good. I mean, let's be honest. He's just not a very good player, which is, it's fine. In my dream situation, we draft a quarterback in the first round this year, maybe, and then O'Connell starts. Yeah, maybe. I haven't really looked into the profiles enough, but
you guys are drafting late too, right? Because you're kind of in the mid, so you're not going to get a Drake May. You're not going to get a Caleb Williams.
Exactly.
They're 12th overall pick, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then either I would like to get a quarterback this year or next year, but I mean, obviously we're not a Super Bowl contender this year, and with Mahomes, nobody really is in our division. But hopefully O'Connell can start like 6 games or something. If we get a rookie quarterback, he can take over for that. But or next year, or maybe he'll start the whole season this year or something, and then we'll just have to.
Would you be okay? Would you be okay with the tank season, like where you just only win like 4 games and like then you go out and draft who's the next year's next?
It's a weak class. It would be like Quinn Ewers.
And the problem with that is our roster's we still have Devontae Adams, Max Crosby. Like, we're gonna do our casual Raiders 7-9 campaign, even if we try to lose. My thing was I wanted to tank, not like tank, but I didn't want to go all in when we signed like Chandler Jones. Was that 2 years ago or something like that? Because that was Mahomes at his absolute
did not
peak.
work out.
Chargers were looking good.
The Patriots imitation.
Yeah, Russ just went to Denver, and I thought they were going to be good at the time. So that was the year where I was like, okay, everyone's going all in. Let's not do the same. But, we did not work out.
Yeah. Well, going all in very rarely works, right? Like because then everyone kind of puts a target on your back and they're like, we're going to take you out. Like, you fucking suck. Like, you think you can shove in. But, you kind of saw that with the Eagles this year. They kind of tried that and didn't really work. So what do you think about this game? You being a fan of a division rival with the Chiefs and you've watched their success, what are you going to see here? I mean, are you rooting against them?
I'm rooting for the Chiefs. I'm all in on the Chiefs.
Oh, wow.
Go Chiefs.
Interesting.
Did you put some money on them or something? Like, what's up with that?
Well, as a Raiders fan, I try to separate my Tubfrog persona from my actual rooting, but I do not like the 49ers
Wow.
as a Raider fan. There's a whole thing going on there.
Actually makes sense. Bay Area rivalry.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
there's a lot of lore behind that, but I would say I think the game is going to be more defensive oriented for sure. It's going to be interesting because the thing with like Brock Purdy is I feel like he's basically like better Jimmy G at most of everything, but he's gonna make 3 amazing plays every single game, but he's also gonna make 3 like just horrid throws. He's gonna make 3 just brain turns off plays. So I mean, it's just gonna be, can Chris Jones get enough pressure to make those throws, I guess, happen more often, make him make more mistakes and the rest of the D-line? But it's all just going to come down to Mahomes, honestly. I mean, can he do things with people other than Travis Kelce, with them bringing more defensive attention to him? Probably. It's going to be a close game for sure.
My thing is like KC is going to score. They're going to get their points. The real question is can San Francisco get theirs? Which I think they will, as long as they effectively establish the run and put things down. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, Christian McCaffrey should be able to get his. Of course, George Kittle should be able to get his. But these are all shoulds. We're kind of certain on what KC can do, unless something just crazy just happens. But or the dropsies come back to the Chiefs. Like MVS starts dropping. Is Tony going to play? Do we know this at all? Or
maybe he says like he might, but like.
That's kind of like
do they want him?
Just watch Kadarius Toney have like a monster game.
I mean, to be fair, he was amazing in the last Super Bowl. Like they probably don't win that game without him.
Yeah, yeah. He shows up in one game a year. Yeah, I know. I was pissed off about it, but ultimately, I was vindicated for panning that pick because he was not a good Giant. He might be a good NFL player, but he was never a good Giant. He just never wanted to be there. Like he was just like I don't think he wants to be a Chief. Honestly, I don't know if Kadarius Toney like actually likes football. Like it's frustrating to watch that, but like Uche would say, and a lot of players have said, like there's guys that are there that don't even like football. They just see it as a means to. And I get it. Like you're getting hit by another dude like all the time. Like you're getting hurt every game. Like I could see people not loving that for sure. All right, let's get a Super Bowl prediction. Everyone except for one person, only Nick took the 49ers. We've had, I'm not trying to influence your decision, but 6 out of 7 have taken the Chiefs. So
that is shocking to me. I think the game is honestly just going to come down to like who can convert on like one more 4th down than the other one or something like that. I think this game is going to be super close.
Okay, then call it.
But I can't pick the 49ers, dude. I can't do it. I would say like Chiefs. I'm going to go 24-20.
Oh, so you're copying Alex Rollins' homework? Okay, 24-20.
Turner had the same score too.
That's the third 24-20.
And Flynn had a set 27-20 too.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of long drives.
Yeah, a lot of people only think that the Niners are going to put up 20. All right, is there anything you'd like to plug before we take our sort of midday break here?
No, I think just the YouTube channel as per standard. I got a Lions video coming up on the channel in the next couple of days. So I guess if people know who I am, know about the Tom Brady poster, maybe check out that video in a few days.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Tom is checking in from the airport. He's headed to Vegas to enjoy his.
He had it as an anonymous donation, but he had 180 bones. We have to catch up on those too. But thank you, brother. We're at $2,000. The Alzheimer's Association.
All right. Everyone can find Tubfrog on his YouTube channel. Do you have a Twitter? I'd like to follow you.
I do have a Twitter. Yeah.
All right. I'll follow you, and then we can mute. Yeah. I'll talk to you about some stuff. Tom's actually on the plane. Wow.
I mean, dude, that's
amazing.
nothing wrong with that, man.
We should just drop him in right now. Tom, do you want an invite? Can you do a live stream from the plane?
I mean, if he has Wi-Fi, maybe. It would just be annoying.
He would be so mad with the bandwidth. All right, Tubby, nice meeting you, man.
Sir.
See you later. Take it easy.
Keep grinding, brother.